coursework on pages 47 through 53 in your notebook. Okay, let's try a practice that's not in your notebook. So you can either work up to the side of the page or you can get a piece of paper. Okay, the first one we're going to try is 367 plus 459. The first thing I need to do is stack these. I can't add them going across this way. I want to stack them so the ones and the tens and the hundreds are in the same place. Now, some of us stack it like this, and if your parents are watching, they probably do it very much like this, where they just stack in order. Sorry about my 4. So my ones, my tens, and my hundreds are lined up. But we've learned about how to stack by expanding our numbers and showing the value of each. So 367 would be 300 plus 60 plus 7 stacked on top of 400 plus 50 plus 9. So now I'm going to do both side by side so everybody understands how they both work. We're doing the same thing. Over here we didn't show the value of each number. Over here we're showing the value of each number. 367 is really 367. 459 is really 450 plus 9. Okay, we always start in the ones place. So we'll start in the ones and we'll add our numbers. 9 plus 7, go ahead and do that. All right, you should get 16. And I know that in 16, the ones number is 6, and 16 has a 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. I just regrouped my 10 into the tens place. I'm leaving my ones in the ones place. 16, regroup the 10. Okay, now I'm going to add my tens. I can count up tens like 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Or I could just count my tens numbers and stick that 0 on the end. So like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with that 0 on the end. Either way, I'm going to get 120 for the tens place. My tens number is 20. I need to regroup that 100 from 120 because it's a hundreds number. I got 120. It's right there. I regrouped the 100. It's still here. Now I'm going to add my hundreds. Again, we could count hundreds like 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. Or we could count this hundreds place and then just stick the zeros on the end. So like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with 2 zeros. Either way, we got 800. So I know my answer is 800 plus 20 plus 6, which is really just 826. Now, old school way, some of us do it this way. If you're a scholar in Humboldt, you might do it this way. Most of us do it this way because this is the way that shows all the values and really helps our brains understand why we're regrouping. Over here, it would be 9 plus 7 is 16. You carry your tens number. You don't have to expand it because we didn't expand it. We're just in the tens place now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is really 120 in that place, and you carry your 100. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 826, 826. You get the same thing both ways. Really just as easy both ways. But for our scholars, expanding can be a lot more comprehensible, understandable. Okay, so that was 826. Now let's subtract. Okay, we're going to expand this one. 294 expanded is 294. Humboldt doesn't love to put the pluses when we're minusing. It can be confusing, so we're just going to put a big old minus on the side and expand 167 underneath. We know we're okay because our smaller number is on the bottom. When we subtract, our biggest number always has to go on top. We take away the smaller number by putting it on the bottom. Okay, we always start in the ones just like when we add. So when we start in the ones, we say 4 minus 7. And we know that if we have 4, there's not enough to take 7 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need more to take away. So we can regroup by borrowing from the tens. Does the tens place have any to give? Yes, it has 90. It only has to give 1 10 to the ones place. If we give 1 10 away, there will be 80 left. There were 9 tens, now there's 8 tens. 90 minus 10 is 80. We're going to give that 10 to the ones place, making it 14. Because if we took 10 and gave it to 4 ones, it would equal 14. Now we've got like a 10 stick, and we broke it into the ones. Now I have my 14. I can definitely take 7 away. 14 minus 7 is 7. Most of us don't need the dots or blocks at this point. If you don't need them, you shouldn't be using them. A lot of you could have said 80, 14, 14 minus 7. Oh, that's 7. Write it. Maybe you want to count up quickly to make sure. 7 plus 7 is 14. I'm good. Now we say 80 minus 60. 80 minus 60. My bigger number is on top, so I don't need to regroup. I can take 60 away from 80. If I take 60 away from 80, 60, 70, 80, I'll have 20 left. And now my hundreds. 200 minus 100. I know that gives me 100. My answer is this number. And I'm not subtracting anymore because this is my answer. After I take my whole minus a part, I get my missing part. So that would be 100 plus 20 plus 7, which equals 127. 294 minus 167 is 127. All right, we're going to keep going. We're going to do one more from your notebook, so let's write it out. 979 plus 210. If you need to pause to go grab your packet, do it now. Come back and press play. We're going to stack and expand these numbers. 979 will be 900 plus 70 plus 9. Then we're going to add 210. 200 plus 10 plus 0. There's nothing in the ones place. We always start in the ones. 9 plus 0 is 9. There's nothing to regroup. I don't have a tens number. 70 plus 10 is 80. There's nothing to regroup. I don't have a hundreds number. Oh, but 900 plus 200, 900, 1000, 1000, 900, 1000, 1100, 9, 10, 11 with the hundreds. So that's going to be this as my answer for that. So I know I'm going to keep my hundreds, and I need to regroup that 1,000. 1,000 plus nothing in the thousands place gives me 1,000. 1,000 plus 100 plus 80 plus 9 equals 1,189. And then just give yourself some space for this next one. Do your best. Good luck.